Good day, friends. I trust that you and your family are well. And today I just wanted to share a thought with you all. With so much voices being heard, so much narratives being put out by politicians, by the media, by the quote unquote experts. How do we, in such an environment, protect ourselves from being deceived and being defrauded? All right, I'm going to use a painful experience that I had to try to, give you some ideas as to some of the, a key method to use, right? And it goes back to me purchasing my my first car, and it was Hyundai Elantra. And back in the day, you got a new vehicle, and at that time you had the your computerized braking system and so on. So at that time it was pretty kind of sophisticated, right? So people came and looking at it and nice car, what have you. And the advice that I got was you can't go to any mango tree mechanic, those mechanics that kind of side road mechanics, right? So that stuck with me. So eventually I came to the point where I had my first issue. First issue was I got up one morning and started, and the car was idling very rough, right? So obviously I had already checked out a modern, up-to-date repair shop or mechanic that would have the type of facilities that would be able to service a computerized vehicle, right? So on my way to the mechanic, I saw a guy, he also fixes vehicles and stuff. I guess you can probably call him a mango tree mechanic, right? Because he fixes vehicles in his own garage at home and whatnot. And as I was passing him, I stopped and kind of said hello. He said, your coil pack bad, boy, I said, all right, I said, go and check it out. I go by the mechanic and whatnot. So I got to the mechanic. Now remember, he already gave his views on it. I got there, they hooked up the diagnostic device and whatnot, and I went to wait in the waiting room. After they did their thing, the guy came out. He said it was the plug wires, right? Plug wires need to change. I said, how much for it? He said about 1,800, I think. I said, all right, go ahead and change it. They went, they changed it, called me in the back, right, good. When I started the car, the issue was the same, no change. Now, at this point, remember, he already changed the plug wires. And I'm looking at the guy and I'm thinking to myself, what really going on here? Now, the guy took it back. They went back, ran whatever checks that they needed to do. And as I was sitting there, I began to become very upset, right? And I was thinking to myself, this is not working out. And while I'm there, kind of eating up myself and wondering what was the next step, it just kind of dawned on me that I am at fault, right? At the end of the day, I am in a situation. I was given a response from the mechanic. They did what they said needed to be done to resolve the issue, and the issue was not resolved. And I am stuck with a bill. So I'm thinking to myself now, I say, I'm not going to pay this. So all this is going through my mind. And in the end, they gave me the receipt for the plug wires plus the coil pack, which the mango tree mechanic, remember, had said that was the issue, and told me, well, that's the bill. I told him, I said, listen, this is the thing. I said, you all charged me for something that obviously it wasn't the issue, but of course I didn't say that nice. I created a scene. Right, so I ended up paying for one of the items. They kept the other one, and I drove away saying to myself, I was to blame. I was to blame because I did not have enough information to protect myself from being defrauded. As a matter of fact, up to this point, I don't know if I was being defrauded or if the guy was just incompetent, because I didn't have enough information. Now, I promised myself that that would not be the case, and that I would have to treat with that issue in a manner that would allow me to make better decisions, all right, from a point of having knowledge. From that day, I always make sure with my vehicles I read my manuals from back to front, right? Maybe some people might think it's excessive, it's not necessary, but that was my lesson into that, making sure that I have enough information to protect myself from being taken advantage of. Now, because I read the manual doesn't mean that I'm an expert. I still can't fix the issues, but now I'm going in with much more information so that I can make decisions that are in my best interest. Fast forward to a couple of years ago, when I bought a new vehicle from the dealership. I went to do my servicing and whatnot, and the agent there was saying that I needed to change a particular part. I can't remember what it was, and I said, well, no, I ain't changing that this time, I'll change it next time. So they said, well, you're under warranty, so you gotta change it. I said, what kind of warranty is it? Is it a dealership warranty or manufacturer's warranty? This is a manufacturer. I said, well, okay, the manufacturer produced a manual which says that that part needs to change at this time. All right, so I'm changing it the next time. Everybody calm right down, went in the back, fixed my vehicle, and bring it back home with no issues. All right, because now again, I couldn't fix what I had to fix, but I know what the manual said, and that way I know that, well, if they were standing the losses for whatever they had to do, they had to do it because I was dealing based on what the manual said. Now, to bring it to a head, we've been having information from in 2020, 2021, 2022 from medical quote-unquote experts, doctors, vaccinologists, all these type of people telling us this, that, and the other about the situation that we were going through. Obviously, they were telling us a whole bunch of foolishness. They didn't know what was going on, but again, they were being paid to say something, and they did that. All right. Obviously, most of those people have no credibility where I am concerned. A lot of doctors did maintain credibility because they took the part that, okay, this is what I am going to do. Right? I can give you advice on what I believe you should do, but again, the choice is up to you. We moved on from that to 2022, where we had the year of military experts talking all kinds of things. Now again, obviously, they are being paid again to give us a particular narrative, right? And now we can see that they were talking a whole bunch of manual as well. Now, from a couple of weeks ago, we are in the period now where financial experts are giving us solutions and giving us ideas and telling us what happened. Clearly, they have no clue what's coming, right? Because again, they are being paid to tell us what the script is, right? They're being paid to tell us what they are telling us. So the onus is on us to make sure that we can, arm ourselves with relevant information, not to be experts, because that's not what we want to be. We want to make sure we have enough information that we are not deceived by people who are being paid to force us to follow a particular narrative, to deceive us for their own benefits, right? So again, this is my encouragement again today. Make sure that you're able to prove all things, right, as we are encouraged to in scripture, and continue to take care of yourselves and each other, right? Until next time, you are willing. Be blessed.